So, Nuke, you know, a lot of people like to say that all the rappers want to be athletes, all the athletes want to be rappers. Have you ever, as an athlete, thought that maybe you could be an MC or a musician and tried your hand at it?
I have, actually. I'm gonna say when I was 13 in middle school, my brother,
okay.
you know, he was a lyricist, man. You know, he could freestyle off the top of his head, so I always wanted to do what he did and better. You know, so when he was freestyling at school, I would go home, try to remember some of his lyrics and write them down and make them to my own, so I could go back to school and have a freestyle too. But you know, that lasted probably about a year. Me and him made a little song. My mom ain't like it too much, so that was the end of my rapping career.
Oh, man, that's crazy. I guess that's safe though, because you know you decided well, it wasn't gonna be music, it was gonna be sports. It looked like you made the right decision.
Oh man, very good decision. So have you ever thought about being in my shoes and playing this sport that I'm playing?
Yeah, man. When I was a little kid, I tried it. You know, I played pee-wee football like everybody else. And because of my size and my speed, like all through school, they would try to recruit me. I would do track and field and I did powerlifting in high school, but the coaches would always be like, Freeman, come get your scary butt on the team. They would always think I wouldn't play because I was scared, but I was like, look, man, look, I'm in a position where I can do different things that maybe nobody in my family. At the time, I wanted to be an electrical engineer, and I was very specific about going to college and getting a degree and getting a real good job. Rap wasn't even in the picture at the time. So I did a little something, but once I got my leather jacket, I told them I quit, I'm good. That's all I wanted.
So how long that last?
Yeah, I tried it for 2 years. I realized what my place was on the microphone, and I let all that other stuff go.
Yeah, you definitely made the right decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna leave the sports to guys like you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna handle the microphone.
Let you handle yours. Okay, Uncle Bun. Right. So what's your favorite car of all time?
All right, my favorite car is not a car that I own. It's a car that my dad used to have, a 1980 Mercedes-Benz. It was a car that I used to love, and I would always want to ride in the Benz with him. My junior year, when I went to visit him for spring break, because he lived in Houston, I lived in Port Arthur, he actually let me drive the car. He was really too drunk to bring me back home after spring break vacation, and he gonna hate me for saying this, because he's saved now, he don't drink no more. And that was like my scariest moment and like my proudest moment in life, because it's like, I'm gonna get to ride this thing to school tomorrow. You know, as soon as I pull up, my mom was screaming mad, and she called my dad, and why you let my child drive down the highway by itself and all of that, and come get this car. And I'm like, Mom, just let me drive to school.
How old was you?
I was 17. It was my junior in high school. I'm like, man, just let me drive to school, Mom, please. She was like, no, leave it here. And then the next morning, my stepdad actually convinced her to let me drive it to school and just make my daddy come up. So he's like, that way my daddy could go and meet my teachers and all of that. So that was the excuse. And he was like, don't say I never gave you nothing, boy. And it was crazy because it was my stepdad that ended up getting me permission to drive my dad's car. Okay, so we talking cars. I know you like you some old schools and whatnot. What's your favorite kind of car? And maybe not the car that you got, because I know you got some crazy old school. What's your favorite car?
Well, I'm gonna have to say the 58 Corvette, convertible. That red and white, just classic look. You know, I'm a country boy, but it reminds me of the city. You know, just growing up in the country, you see a car like that, you know, it's very rare. It reminds me of a LA feel. It take me to a good place when I see that car, man.
Is that a car like that have you ever tried to find one now?
I have. I've been looking for one.
It's hard.
Trying to find one original. You know, I don't want the new tires. I want to keep it original. Kind of fix it up a little bit, but I'm definitely on the look for one. I don't know if I'll be able to fit in. It's a little small, but you know.
I seen Shaq getting every car they make. I know if Shaq can fit in all them cars, you can fit in that thing.
Yeah, well, if you find somebody got one, let me know.
I sure will.